Thank you, students. Thank you so much indeed for that beautiful, beautiful song. And what a befitting song today. Education is the greatest strength. So now it's time for welcome and introduction. But before the welcome and introduction by words, here we have a traditional way of welcoming all the guests with a bouquet of flowers. May I request the teachers kindly to greet all our guests on the dais with a bouquet of flowers. And may I request all of you kindly to join your hands together for this. We are so very thankful to all of them. And since it's a big, big occasion, and as I told you that we have got an international flavor, when we have got international flavor in our studentship, we have got a few students who are joining in this institute from abroad, from outside this country. This year, we have also got a few guests amongst the monks from joining this occasion from outside. On the dais, we have Revered from Manishanandaji Maharaj, who has come from Berlin. We have got Maharaj coming up from outside, from Germany, from USA. So we have to offer them some kind of token of gratitude. May I request our volunteers kindly to come and help Secretary of Ramakrishna Mission Shillong, Revered Swami Sarvabhutanandaji Maharaj, kindly to felicitate all our guests on the dais with a token of gratitude. It contains a rindia, which is a Khasi traditional chadar, Khasi traditional shawl. A memento of this occasion. It's all as a token of gratitude. Most revered Swami Gautamanaji Maharaj, our chief guest, Dr. Don Cooper Roy, Honorable Speaker, Meghalaya Legislative Assembly. Revered Swami Abhiramanandaji Maharaj, Assistant General Secretary, Ramakrishna Math, Ramakrishna Mission, Revered Swami Manishanandaji Maharaj, Minister in Charge, Vedanta Society, Berlin, Germany. Have you got tired so soon? Thank you, Maharajji. Thank you all. And may I request now Revered Swami Abhiramanandaji Maharaj, Assistant General Secretary of Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, who has come from Belur Math, for welcome and introduction.
Om Namah Shri Atirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharini. Most revered Srimad Swami Gautamanandaji Maharaj, Vice President of the Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, Dr. Don Cooper Roy, Honorable Speaker of Meghalaya Legislative Assembly and Chief Guest of today's function, Swami Sarvabhutanandaji, Secretary of Ramakrishna Mission Shillong, who has arranged all these programs so nicely, Swami Panichanandaji Maharaj, Minister, Vedanta Society, Berlin, Swami Divyabratanandaji, who is going to render a closing song at the end of this program. Revered Swamijis, devotees, students and friends. Today is a very sacred occasion because it was on this day, exactly 117 years ago, that Swami Vivekananda came to Shillong. And because of his visit to Shillong, the Ramakrishna movement has spread in this area in a very big way. The pioneer of them being Katiki Maharaja Swami Prabhanandaji. Swamiji, after his famous Chicago address and other lectures in America and England, and after his second visit, after he had become world famous as a monk who had brought back the glory of Indian culture before the world, who thought that Indians were very primitive, fetish and uncivilized. He, through his talks, explained to them that India is not a benighted country, it is a very civilized nation. And after becoming world famous, Swami Vivekananda, during the last third end of his life, visited East Bengal, starting with Dhaka. He came here, one of the main reasons being his elderly mother wanted to see some of the places of pilgrimage in East Bengal. He brought with him his mother and many Swamis. From Dhaka he came to Guwahati, where we have a big center now. On the way, in the Brahmaputra river, Swamiji himself cooked food and fed his mother. In Guwahati, he gave 3 talks, 3 lectures, and visited the Kamakhya temple, did puja to Divine Mother Kamakhya on many days, and he also did a Kumari Puja, where they worship a small girl as a representative of the Divine Mother. His health was failing. Then the doctor suggested that you go to Shillong because the weather there will be better. He had asthma, blood sugar and albumin swelling of his body. He came to Shillong. He stayed in that Laban house, which is now almost in a dilapidated condition. But here, in this very hall, 117 years back, he gave a lecture on faith of Orthodox Hinduism. At the request of the then Chief Commissioner of Undivided Assam, Sir Henry Cotton, who was a great friend of India. His family had served India for 5 generations, and he was born in Tamil Nadu in Kumbakonam. He had heard about Swami Vivekananda and he requested Swamiji to give a talk, and he liked it very much. Then he came and met Swamiji, and Swamiji stayed here for 20 to 25 days. Every day he would inquire about the health of Swamiji. He sent his civil surgeon to take care of Swamiji's health, and Swamiji used to discuss with him about India and her problems, social and cultural problems. Swamiji said that Sir Henry Cotton is one of the rarest British people who had great love for India and her people, and Indians deserved his love and respect. And after this, he went to several other places, but here we are interested in Shillong. Following him, many direct disciples. Swami Turiyananda Maharaj came immediately after Sri Ramakrishna's passing away. When he was on wandering days, he did tapasya here. Swami Abhedananda came in 1921. He gave a lecture in this hall on how Swami Vivekananda, as a great world religious leader, was conducting the activities of the Ramakrishna movement, and his power is still becoming more and more all over India and the world. Then Swami Vignananandaji, another direct disciple of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, came twice. The second time as the president of Ramakrishna Mission, and gave mantra diksha here. This was followed by a galaxy of luminaries. The global presidents of Ramakrishna Mutt and the Ramakrishna Mission, Swami Virajanandaji Maharaj was here. Swami Vishuddhanandaji Maharaj was here. Just yesterday, Swami Raghunathanandaji Maharaj, who was here for 15 years in Shillong Ashrama, 10 years as and 5 years as assistant, he is sitting here. He told me that he is staying in the very room where Swami Virajanandaji Maharaj stayed, and Vishuddhanandaji Maharaj was staying in the next room. And many other great Swamijis after them, all the presidents of the order, visited the Shankaranandaji Maharaj, was instrumental in the first managing committee meeting which was passed to start the center here. Buddheshanandaji Maharaj, the president of Maternal Mission, was the first secretary of this ashrama. So many luminaries have come here. This has been sanctified by all the presidents of Ramakrishna Mutt and the Ramakrishna Mission. But Swamiji's health here was not at all good. At one time, he told his brother monks here, what if I pass away? I have given message enough for 1500 years. He said that in Shillong here. And after that he lived for just 1 year more. So now just 120 years have passed away. But still Swamiji's message is spreading more and more everywhere. New centers are being founded. More activities are being started. Here itself we have these computer courses ranging from 2-month course to 1 year course. About 32,000 people have been trained so far, and now that computer training course is being extended through a big hall which was inaugurated today. And like this we find even in the Shillong Ashrama, all types of activities are there. Dispensary, bookstall, mobile dispensary. So many things are going on. So this is a very sacred, extremely sacred place where all the great giant luminaries of the Mutton mission have come and continue to come and bless this center today. I am very happy to welcome Swami Gautamanandji Maharaj, the Vice President, who has graced us by his presence here. Dr. Dongupa Roy, who is the Speaker, Honorable Speaker of the Meghalaya Assembly. Swami Panishanandji Maharaj from Germany, Head of Germany Center. Swami Sarvabhutanandaji is a trustee of the Ramakrishna Mutton Mission, a member of the governing body and head of the center. Swami Kamalesh Maharaj, Sabachittananda Maharaj, he is from Argentina and he is now posted as head of Singapore Center. He has come. So many Swamis are there. I am very happy. Heads of nearby centers, Guwahati, Karimganj, Silchar, Narottam Nagar, so many centers, they have all come, and ex-workers of monastic, heads of monastic workers of Shillong Center. I am very happy to pay my humble namaskars to all of them and welcome each one of them. And I welcome the people here, assembled here, the devotees, the well-wishers, the admirers, the students, and all those who are assembled here. And I once again extend my welcome to everybody and convey my namaskars to everyone. Namaste.
We express our heartfelt gratitude to Maharajji. Maharajji also is a guest for us and delivering welcome and introduction today. Revered Swami Abhiramanandaji Maharaj. Now in our program, we will felicitate those associated with the construction of Sharadananda Bhavan, the skill development building. Very appropriately that it is mainly for their very, very hard work that this building has seen the light of the day. We would request our chief guest, Dr. Dongupa Roy, Honorable Speaker, kindly to do the honor. And we will be felicitating only a selected few because of the paucity of time. We will be felicitating the architect, the consultant, the engineer, the supervisor, and a representative artisan. We begin with the consultant, Sri Biplab Kanti Sengupta, who is ex-professor of IIT Kharagpur and presently consultant of government projects and Ramakrishna Mission projects. Yes, sir, we are so very thankful. A high personality of your stature has taken the responsibility of being the consultant of this building. Be very good and don't feel tired to put your hands together, please. Sir, please. Others also, sir, please. There are come near you. Next is the architect of this building, Sri RKMVCC Majumdar. Sri RKMVCC Majumdar. Don't be tired. Put your hands together, please. RKMVCC Majumdar, Biplab Kanti Sengupta, all from Kolkata. Beni Madhav Das, Beni Madhav and Company, represented by Sri Beni Madhav Kumar, Managing Director. They are the contractor, Sri Beni Madhav Kumar. Probably for some reason he is not here at this moment. Oh yes, here he is. Please. Our contractor, Sri Beni Madhav Kumar, the Managing Director of Beni Madhav and Company. This is a great service that they have done. Sri Ranjit Dhar, ex-principal of Polytechnic of Shillong and ex-additional director of Higher Technical Education Government of Meghalaya, our engineer, Sri Ranjit Dhar. He is retired principal of Polytechnic Shillong and the additional director of ex-additional director of Higher Technical Education Government of Meghalaya. Presently, he also is a member of the managing committee of Ramakrishna Mission Shillong. This is a great service that he has rendered. At this ripe old age of 70 plus, he has been there all day in, day out. Still going strong. And next is Prakash Paramanik. Prakash Paramanik, supervisor. Prakash Paramanik, supervisor. Here he is. It all depends on the supervisor, how he manages, how he marshals his team. And this gentleman, whether it is cold or summer or this or that, he was there with his man, and he deserves a bigger hand, much bigger hand. Sri Binoy Malakar, artisan Sri Binoy Malakar. There is another, he is an artisan, Mistri. And it all depends on these people, how do they render their service. And here he is at the service of the Ramakrishna Mission for a long, long time, listening to all the orders from Maharaj, from engineer, from anyone, whoever orders him, he is obliged. Binay Malakar. Sir, thank you so much. Thank you so much indeed, sir. Now may we request Revered Swami Baneshanandaji Maharaj, Minister in Charge, Minister, Vedanta Society, Berlin, Germany, for his address, please. Revered Swami Baneshanandaji Maharaj.
ओम स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. खुबले शिवुन यापी पारा. Most revered Srimad Swami Gautamanandaji Maharaj, Honorable Dr. Don Cooper Rai, and what a great coincidence. The activities of the Ramakrishna Mountain Mission started in these hills, virtually from the village called Shillong. And it's a great honor to have Dr. Don Cooper Rai to be the chief guest here today. And he represents that constituency. So we are honored, Dr. Roy, by your presence. Then, Revered Swami Abhiramanandaji, dear Swami Sarvabhutanandaji, dear and revered Swamijis, dear devotees and friends. As you have heard from Swami Abhiramanandaji, it's a great day today, and it's a very sacred place that we have been here, and we feel blessed. I am thankful to the organizers, particularly to dear Swami Sarvabhutanandaji, for kindly inviting me to be here today and to deliver this speech. Well, we are also observing the Foundation Day of this institute, the Ramakrishna Mission. We will surely remember our past, because as we have inaugurated the skill development building, we know how important the foundation should be. The foundation plays a very big role in building up, but we don't see that. So, this institute has grown because of great dedication, sacrifice by our forerunners, both monks and the laity. So, today we would remember them with grateful thanks and reverence that they were the cause of building up this big institute. And we would surely remember those who are carrying on the activities today. You will find the history of this mission in the souvenir that is being brought out on this particular occasion. It speaks of services rendered by so many people, and then we can see the result of their hard work. And on this particular day, we are sure to remember our commitments. What is the commitment for which we have been here, and for which so many people have been coming forward to dedicate their time, energy, and love? It is, in one word, the philosophy which has been preached and practiced by Sri Ramakrishna and his illustrious disciple Swami Vivekananda, Holy Mother Sri Saroda Devi, and a host of such others. And this is in one word called spiritual humanism. In the West, humanism is a great topic, but we can't surely say that we have been able to fulfill our dreams about upholding humanity throughout the world. We have all human rights, but we have not defined human duties. That was lacking. And the other day we heard Mrs. Clinton in America saying that human rights are also women's rights. This comes from the most developed country in this world. Hillary Clinton says human rights are also women's rights. That is the situation throughout the world. So, when we look at the commitment that we are trying to fulfill, it is a kind of spiritual humanism. It has two parts. One is the individual part, another is collective. Those who are familiar with Western psychology, they have seen that the first attempt to define human beings was done by Freud, and he accepted a collective unconscious. And as a departure from Freud, or a development on his psychology, we have found C.G. Jung, which is in German pronounced as C.G. Jung. He differentiated between the individual unconscious and collective unconscious. He calls it personal unconscious. And that is the idea of what we get in Swami Vivekananda's teachings. And Sri Ramakrishna's great contribution was that he said, Shiva Jnana Jiva Seva, service to humanity is service to God. But these two aspects, the individual aspect and the collective aspect, these two aspects have been very well blended in this spiritual humanism that has been preached by Swami Vivekananda. These two aspects. He said, Atmanu Mokshartham Jagadhitaya cha. Somewhere, when we become too much individualistic, then we talk about only Atmana Mokshartham. That is a kind of selfish approach. But here, we have combined both the collective and the individual. Therefore, it is a combined effort. It is acknowledging the great strength of there in all of us. That is the message of the Bible. That is the message of all the scriptures throughout. We are traveling by Indigo here in India. And the crew was announcing the business class people will disembark first. So, we don't have caste there, but throughout the world we are observing these classes. First class, business class, and people, poor people who would spend their own money would travel in economy class. These are the differences always being observed throughout the world. And it was the great effort of Swami Vivekananda to abolish all these differences. Therefore, here what we see in Swami Vivekananda's approach, that we take whole humanity as a whole. We look at people as human beings. And that is the contribution, I would say, of Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda. If you read the lives of these great people, you will see that there is no expression which is known as exclusion. Nobody is excluded. In the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna in his life, we will see he has never excluded anyone. As a young child, he did not like to learn arithmetic because he himself has said, mathematics teaches subtraction, exclusion. He did not like to learn that. That's what he practiced throughout his life. You cannot find even a small sentence from the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, from the writings of Swami Vivekananda, where they have indicated that these people are excluded. A Christian is excluded, a Hindu is excluded, a white man is excluded, everyone is included, because God is the right of every one of us. The other day, I was listening to a lecture by a great person, and he comes from one of the Christian denominations. He said that we are all one because our goal is one. We reach the same God. That is, in a way, all right. But the ideal is that the God is the same God and without qualification. It is not the God of a Christian, it is not a Muslim God, it is not a Hindu God, it is God and God alone whom we are trying to reach. That is the commitment with which we do our works here. We serve people without any discrimination. That is the great message our commitment can practically give to people. And that is the great contribution of Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda, that they have made high-sounding spiritual ideas applied in day-to-day life. This has never happened in history, in the spiritual history of the world. So, we are trying to look upon humanity as spiritual, and that is the ideal of spiritual humanity. I stop here. Thank you very much.
Maharajji, we have announced that he has come from Berlin, Germany. But do you have any doubt that he was here in Shillong? So he started his lecture with Kublai Yafibaro. So we say following him, Maharajji, Kublai Yafiru. Thank you so much. We express our heartfelt gratitude to you, Maharajji. Now, in this program today, we also felicitate a few achievers from this state of Meghalaya. Only a selected few we are going to felicitate. Altogether 5 of them, 4 individuals and 1 organization. organization will be felicitating in the next session, in the afternoon session. In the forenoon session, we are felicitating the persons or the 4 individuals for their excellence and making this state proud for the feat they had achieved. We begin with a young achiever, and may we request Revered Swami Abhiramanandaji Maharaj kindly to do the honor. Maharaj, please. And we begin with the youngest or the oldest lady to be felicitated today, Miss Haba Subjanai Siamli. She is just 11 years, at the age of 11 years, she has achieved the distinction of being the youngest writer from the state of Meghalaya. At the age of 11, she has authored a book. And the name of the book is Flora and Her Friends in Fairy Kingdom. May I request Haba Subjanai kindly to come to the dais. She is the daughter of Srimati Tuling Siar and Sri Pirkatlang Marwin, student of St. Mary's High Secondary School. It's a great achievement. I think she deserves a bigger hand. At the age of 11, she has authored a book, and which has earned laurels. We are giving her a citation. I read out this citation. Ramakrishna Mission Shillong has the pleasure to felicitate Miss Haba Subjanai Siamli in appreciation and recognition of her achieving the feat of being the youngest author in the state of Meghalaya. At the age of 11 years, she authored a book titled Flora and Her Friends in Fairy Kingdom, which has acclaimed laurels from all quarters. Ramakrishna Mission Shillong wishes her all success in life and invokes divine blessings on her. Next, if we ask in the quiz competition, which is the highest mountain in the world, Everest, everyone knows. But how many from this state has achieved this feat? Probably not many would be knowing it. And very especially we remember only the first one, Bachendri Pal, as the first woman to have scaled the Mount Everest, or the first Indian woman to scale the Mount Everest. But there are two ladies who have scaled the Mount Everest from the state of Meghalaya. We are felicitating the second, Miss Dolin Kirby. May I request Miss Dolin Kirby to come. She is the second lady from the state to climb Mount Everest as a member of the first ever All-Girls National Cadet Corps expedition to Mount Everest during May 2016. A resident of Nonsdar village in Leeboy, she joins Gary German Lamare and Wansukmit Thong. And the felicitation reads, Ramakrishna Mission Shillong has the pleasure to felicitate Miss Dolin Kirby in appreciation and recognition of her becoming the second woman to summit the world's highest peak from the state of Meghalaya. Her feat of scaling the Mount Everest successfully has made the state and the nation proud. Thank you so much. It's an honor to honor them. Thank you so much. These were from the field of young achiever and sports. Next, field art and culture. We have amidst us Sri Benedict Skemlang Hanuta, who has an accomplished flute player. Those who watch Media Plus News, they watch him every day playing the flute in the title song. Also an excellent artist, drawing, painting, a student of Shantiniketan. He has 2 solo exhibitions on painting, drawing, sculptures in Art and Culture Hall. He participated in several group exhibitions, national and international. Currently a visiting lecturer in Nehu. He also is an excellent human being. At times, whenever we have called him for small these works out here for judging the drawings of tiny thoughts, he has never said no. Thank you for being Benedict. Thank you so much. You can speak a few words if you want. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Now from the field of education, we have a towering personality from this state of Meghalaya, Sri S.S. Majao. May I request Sir He is a professor from Northeastern Hill University in Khasi language. I'll read out the felicitation. He is retired from the. He is presently at teaching at Synod College. I stand corrected. Ramakrishna Mission Shillong has the pleasure to felicitate Sri S.S. Majao in appreciation and recognition of his contribution to literature and education. He has authored many books in Khasi, which has immensely enriched the literary treasure in Khasi language. His service in spreading the education to mass people in his personal capacity is highly commendable. Ramakrishna Mission Shillong wishes him all success in life and invokes divine blessings on him. Please. That opening song is written by him. Yes, very big. Maharajji, thank you so much. Our heartfelt gratitude to you. And now, another award today. Vivekananda Award of Excellence, which is given to those who are working out here in Vivekananda Cultural Ramakrishna Mission, Vivekananda Cultural Center. It was instituted by none other than most revered Prabhanandaji, Srimad Swami Prabhanandaji Maharaj, Vice President Ramakrishna Mott and Ramakrishna Mission, with his that humble pranami that he gets from his devotees. All he got from Shillong, he donated for this fund, which was not enough, so he collected some more from Kolkata and made an endowment policy from which every year, since last 3 years, we have been giving 15,000 rupees. Previous to that, it was 10,000 rupees, a citation and a gift. Very first year, it was Revered Swami himself who gave it to Miss Ananya Roy. The next year, it was Majwal Sinha who got it. Following year, it was backed by, jointly by two, Prakash Joshi and Tirchain Phawa. Last year, it was Mr. Chiranjeev Majumdar who got this award. Who will get this award this year? It will be all the guests of the students. But let me tell something about these teachers of this institute and those workers who are working in this institute. Last night, as you can see, this beautifully decorated, all this stage and everything. This is done by none other than all the teachers. At past 11, it was Chetimai Siam, Asunta, Rejoice, Barinia, all these were when two ladies were holding the ladder. Another was climbing up and fixing those things with a hammer and those nails. We feel very proud of these, all the teachers and workers of this. A very big hand for all of them. It's a different matter that only one of them is going to get it. And this year it has been made, always it's kept secret, who is going to get it. Any guess? I'd say all those who have got, all those who have not got, all are in contention, but still, to name a very few, it's Mr. Mujib, Sheikh Mujib from office, Darifia Lindo, Mr. Robertson, thank you, Miss Elect Mary Karamnoid, all of them are in contention. So who is going to get it? Any guess? Maybe Robertson? No guess? Okay, I request most revered Swami Gautamanandaji Maharaj, would you kindly do the honor, please, Maharaj. It carries 15,000 rupees cash award, a citation. The one to get it this year is Elect Mary Karamnoid. There she is. It should be a very proud moment for Elect to get this Vivekananda Award of Excellence. Many congratulations, and it's your hard work that has paid you. It is their hard earning. I'll read out the citation that is given to her. Maharaj, thank you. The citation that is given to her and around her. Ramakrishna Mission Shillong wishes her all success in life and invokes divine blessings on her. Signed this 27th April 2018, Swami Sarvabhatanandaji Maharaj, Secretary. Elect has got something to say, obviously, yes.
First of all, my humble pranam to all the monks here. And you know, my thanks, if I have to give to anyone, it would be my godfather, Swami Achyutanandaji Maharaj, for giving me the opportunity to come here and stand as a teacher. I'm really overwhelmed and very, very thankful to all the colleagues that have really supported me throughout my service in this institute, as well to all my students. And yes, when I came here as a student, I just finished my graduation. I don't know what to do. I came for the course here. I completed the course. I'm very thankful to the headquarter when I received my special award. Then I got the computer gift from here. Then as an intern I joined. And it was a very auspicious day where it is a day of a Good Friday and an Easter, when I got a call from our former secretary of Ramakrishna Mission, Swami Achyutanandaji Maharaj, that elect would like to come and join us in our institute and give your service. It was the memorable day for me. When I came here, I was with the other teachers sitting here on the dais when it was the invocation. And I was really overwhelmed and very, I feel that the blessing of Swami Vivekananda is really showering on me, and I'm very grateful. And then eventually now I am the full-fledged teacher here. I'm very thankful to all who have really supported me in my journey. And I think I should not forget one of the most important is my husband. Without him, I will not be able to be here. I have to reach here by 6:30. He's the person who would come and drop me. I have to go out home around 7:38. He would be the person to come, and he will never grumble or say anything towards me for being here. And yes, I'm having a daughter of 11 months now. When I have to be here, my husband is taking care, so he's not here. I wish he would be here. I'm very thankful to him also. So thank you to you all. Thank you.
It's a proud and emotional moment for elect. Once again, many congratulations, elect. Now, progressing on with our program, may we request our chief guest, Dr. Don Kumar Roy, Honorable Speaker of Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, for a few words on this occasion, please.
Swami Gautamanandaji Maharaj, Swami Abhiramanandaji Maharaj, Swami Vanishanandaji, Swami Sarvabhatanandaji, all the respected monks, the very important person happened to be here in our midst today. Our friends have received their awards for their excellence in various activities. The students of this center, ladies and gentlemen, at the very outset, I would like to express my gratitude to you all who have invited me to associate in this program. This is a very important day, the day where exactly 170 years ago, Swami Vivekananda gave his lecture from this hall. I feel I'm very fortunate that on this day, 170 years ago, Swami Vivekananda could give his first lecture in the state of Meghalaya. I'm also very lucky, I'm very happy in fact. I could meet again Reverend Swami Gautamananda ji, happened to be in Cherrapunji in those days when I was in school. I was then in Ramakrishna Mission School in Shillong, and I left the school in 1969, and Maharaji left Sora in 1968. So after a long gap, long years, I could see him again. I'm told he's 90 years plus, but he's still strong. I wish he will live long and continue his service for the people, for the country, and also don't forget our state. When we are in meeting like this, I feel I'm also very happy that I could learn something about the teaching of Vivekananda. I tell you, when I was in school, I still recall what my teacher told me when we discussed about different religion. He told us in his class, don't forget, Vivekananda used to teach us. Just like all the rivers meet in the ocean, same thing also with religions. All religions lead to same God. I think that teaching is very important for today, for this era, where we could see that there is a tendency where people don't have tolerance of other religions. We could see what is happening all over the world. Tolerance is going down. So this is the right time, right moment, where we have to remind our people everywhere about the teaching of Vivekananda. The Ramakrishna Mission, based on teaching of Vivekananda, had contributed a lot to the people in the whole country, in the northeast of India, and also in the state. The contribution are maximum in education, in health, and in skill development. I was told that the first school of the Ramakrishna Mission started from my village. That was in the early 90s. I don't remember the exact year. But today the school of the Ramakrishna Mission are everywhere. It's not that they're spreading everywhere, but they are also giving one of the best education we should be proud of. The Ramakrishna Mission in Sora is known as one of the best schools in our state. The hospital in Shillong and Kra is known as one of the best hospitals which could give good health services, particularly to the poor people. And this center here, I'm told, has trained more than 42,000 people, the youths of this state. So these are the contribution of the Ramakrishna Mission. But what is more is not only education, it's not only the health services, it's not only the skill development. What is most important, which the Ramakrishna Mission and the monks has contributed to our people's that the message of love, hard work, and dedication to the people who need help. I think this is a very important one. At present, we all know the large number of youths in the state are facing a lot of problems, and the most important is unemployment. We all know that it's not easy to get government job nowadays because the government job has reached that saturated level. So people have to stand on their own feet. How will they stand if they don't get that skill? So I feel through this center, many of our youths are getting the required skill. Though it's mostly confined in the computer education. But I do hope in times to come, the Ramakrishna Mission also may concentrate in other trades where there's a lot of demand in our state today. While sitting here among you, the monks, I do hope the youths who are here today will also learn from you, because you are the symbol of sacrifice. You have sacrificed your life for the people. Let we who are all here, even though we cannot follow 100% of what you are sacrificing, let us learn something from you. And I wish that your effort to save the people will be blessed, and God will be always with you. And I hope through you and your efforts, the people of the state of Meghalaya, the people of the whole Northeast will benefit a lot. I don't have much to say. I just want to wish that let your effort to serve the people be successful always. Wherever you go, whatever you do, God be with you always. Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much. Thank you so much indeed for your kind presence and for those kind words that you have expressed today. Now, we have a souvenir to be released today, and we will request our president this morning, mostly we had Swami Gautamanand Maharaj, kindly to make the auspicious release of the magazine or the souvenir, please. And then he will speak his presidential, or rather deliver his presidential address. May I request Maharaj kindly to release that souvenir. for the audience. It's a souvenir for this occasion today. Now, may we request most revered Swami Gautamananda Maharaj, Vice President Ramakrishna, Modern Ramakrishna Order, for his presidential address, please.
Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya Sarvadharmaswarupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha. I salute Sri Ramakrishna, who established the eternal religion, who became an image of all religions, and who became the prophet for this age. Sri Ramakrishna preached a very, very liberal religion. He preached the eternal religion of the Vedas, almost 10,000-year-old Vedic heritage. And when he preached, his interpretation was most modern, so that we modern people can follow it. Actually, in all religions, religion has to adjust to the social conditions. The main teachings of the religion should be kept intact. The fundamental principles or the philosophy, and the externals, the rituals and other social activities connected with religion, they'll be changed from time to time. That is the way in all religions it has happened. And Sri Ramakrishna came at a time in the 19th century when all religions were in a way doubted by the scientists, by the rationalists. At that time, Sri Ramakrishna told the fundamentals of all religions, the basic belief that is underlying all religions, and that is why he was called the prophet of the age. Through the message of Sri Ramakrishna, which Swami Vivekananda propagated all over the world, all religions felt very strong. It is not only Hinduism, many Christians in the West, they said, we have started respecting Christianity after hearing Swami Vivekananda. Similarly, people who follow Islam, they said, we have developed love for our Islam after hearing Swami Vivekananda. Because the fundamentals had been forgotten. Simply the externals were taken, and then they were fighting with one another. I am different from you, I am inferior to you, or I am superior to you. All sorts of things were going on. It is at that time Sri Ramakrishna came and gave his message of harmony of religions, his message of divinity of man, and his message of service of God to service of man. So this service of God is the service to man. Through service to man, you will serve God himself, you will worship God himself. This is a great message Sri Ramakrishna gave to Vivekananda. Vivekananda thought that as one of the greatest messages for the modern world. What does that mean? All of us are divine. Everyone, irrespective of race, religion, color, gender, all of us are divine in nature. Inside us, God alone is there. And we are related to God. God is related to us as a father and a son, or a mother and a son, or a part and a whole. We are always with God. God is always with us. Only we are not aware. Why are we not aware? Because of our preoccupation with the external world. We run behind all sorts of useless desires. Many desires are not necessary at all. For example, I tell you, you may be quite perfectly well dressed if you have got 4 sets of dress. Why do you want 40 dresses? There are people who keep 40 dresses. 40 dresses, are they going to wear one over other? They will not. Unnecessary wasting of your money, your time. See, this is called consumerism. This consumerism, that desiring one after another, whether necessary or not. So that takes away our mind away from our own divinity, our own relationship with God. Sri Ramakrishna said, no, don't give your mind away too much to the world. We have to live in this world honorably. For that we have to learn technology, we have to learn science, we have to earn our living, we must stand on our feet, we must fulfill our duties to our parents, to our family, to our country. It's all true. But beyond that one, don't go for luxuries. Don't fritter away your mind in going after uncontrolled sensual experiences. So turn the mind to God. And to turn the mind to God, Sri Ramakrishna gave us the easiest and the very effective method of serving God in man. If human beings are there all over the world, all are not developed countries, even developed countries which we have all visited. There are poor people. We talk of America as a developed country. There are poor people picking up things, bread, that is, left out bread from their bins and eating. In America we have seen. Everywhere poor are there. Maybe less. We will be having more. So poor are always there. They require our services. The patients are there. They require our services. Children are there. Old people are there. And of course, whoever is in need. So we must be able to serve them. Not with a social idea of social service, but with a spiritual idea. I am serving God. I am worshipping God. As I worship God in a church, as I worship God in a temple, as I worship God in a mosque, to go to a person who is needy and give him medicine, give him clothes, give him food, and give him shelter, give him education, give him moral instruction, give him spiritual instruction. Every type of help we give to man can be considered as a worship of God. So we can divinize all our social activities into spiritual activity, and spiritual activity will make you realize that we are not this body which lives for 100 years maximum. Afterwards, what will happen? People are afraid of what will happen afterwards. A real devotee of God is not afraid of what will happen after this body goes. We are eternally there. God is with us and we are with Him. Always we are with God. God is always with us. This knowledge we will get. This is the real knowledge. Bhagavad Gita said, Kshetra Kshetrajnayo Jnanam Yatta Jnanam Madamava. To know that this, I am not the body, I am the divine self. That is the real knowledge. What is the knowledge about computer you are learning? What is the knowledge of MBA and all these things? They are all there. They are relative knowledge. But this knowledge, that I am a child of God, God is my father and mother. I will be happy here, I will be happy after this life also. I will never die. I am immortal and God is immortal. This knowledge of divinity of our own should be realized in this life itself. That is Sri Ramakrishna's message and Swami Vivekananda's message. Swami Vivekananda came to this place and sanctified this place. When I am seeing the board in front of me, board is behind you, you are in the same place where Swami Vivekananda spoke on 27th April 1901. What a glorious place. Very, very rare places are like this on this earth, which are so sacred, sanctified by Swamiji's feet. And he stayed here in Shillong, and we are on the very spot. And Swami, as far as I know, the recorded biography of Swami Vivekananda, this is the only hall that has been inaugurated by him. In 1901, April 27, This Quinton Hall was in a way, it was renovated and it was inaugurated by Swami Vivekananda. As far as I know, no other hall in India or outside India has been inaugurated by Swami. We are lucky. The people of Khasi Hills, people of this Meghalaya are the most lucky people to have something unique, a hall which was inaugurated by Swamiji. And we are here and to know more about him. Swamiji's whole message, he himself said, my whole message to the humanity is to teach the divinity and to how to manifest them in every action of their life. Swamiji always said, he did not ask you to believe in Allah or in Jesus or in Krishna or Vishnu. He said, believe in yourself that you are a child of God. You are divine. Manifest that divinity. What is that manifestation of divinity? Give up your selfishness. Go and serve everybody. God is there in everyone. Serve God. You will get in return million times more return than you get in the society. So Swamiji gave us this message of knowing ourselves and make others also and help others also to know themselves as divine beings. So this work has to be done by whom? By all those people who want not to be selfish. This human birth is very great to be led in a selfish way. Serve society. And in the light of Swamiji's teaching, know that every man is a manifestation of God, is a temple of God. Swamiji was very dear, or very often repeating, I call him man, whom the ignorant call. I call him God, whom the ignorant call man. He did not see man as man. He saw man as God himself. So all of you are gods. We are all gods. We help one another with, we worship one another. What a great respect we shall have one to one. Whenever we come, we should not think that I belong to this race or this color or this language or this gender. We must feel I am a child of God, you are a child of God. We are one, in the one members of the family of God. This divine unity must come. Swamiji believed in this one. The last part of his life, some people went and complained in 1902, July 4th he passed away. A few days earlier to that, some of the social workers, perhaps political workers also, they went and complained to him, sir, in this country, people are divided on all scores, on the score of language, on the score of religion, on the score of caste and creed. So all sorts of divisions are there. How to unite them is the problem. Then he said, the devotees of God have no religion, have no separateness. They are all one. There is no separate religion or separate caste or creed for devotees of God, believers in God. So let us all become believers in God. You may be Christian, you may be Muslim, you may be Buddhist, you may be Hindu. If you believe in God, and we are all children of God, as Swamiji addressed the Chicago College of Religion, dear sisters and brothers of America, how did we all become sisters and brothers? We are belonging to the family of God. Swamiji 100% realized this. And after those 5 words, he electrified the whole world then. It is the electrifying world even today. So this great man has visited this place and this institution. In fact, Swamiji's message of serving people with the idea that we are serving God, we are worshipping God, has been accepted by all over, everywhere. So in my going around the world, several places, I was wondering. So some few years back, I was visiting Mauritius. Mauritius Island, very big tourist place in Mauritius. In Mauritius, when I went in 1999, they told there is a big hall here from the newly erected, which has got 10,000 seats in it. Most modern lecture hall, and lectures and other cultural activities, all 10,000 seats. Monastery is a small island. I was wondering, what is this 10,000 seats at all? So they took me there, the devotees. When I went, the very entrance, there is the image, there is a statue of Swami Vivekananda. Under the Vivekananda, there is a saying of Vivekananda, to serve man, irrespective of race or religion or gender, as a part of God, can be a universal religion. To serve man, irrespective of race, religion, color or gender, can be a universal religion. It is universal religion. We must feel that we are all the children of God. God is our Father, we are children. Therefore we are related to one another. Nobody is an outsider. Holy Mother said, Holy Mother Sharda Devi's statement again and again was, nobody is a stranger in this world. What did she mean? You see that we are all children of God. Whether we are in Kasi Hills, whether it is in Mizoram, or whether it is in Arunachal Pradesh, whether we are in Abu Dhabi, in Madhya Pradesh. I work in all those places. That's why I am remembering all those places. 20 years I worked among the tribals. And then